Welcome back to my channel Dalvigan Bharti, and this is Avilash Sarkar. We are progressing on time, speed and distance problem solving session. There we have done till 30 problem. Now onwards we'll move on to 31. The problems that I will bring it in further classes, that will be very tough, and it's not a regular problem that I will discuss, because till now I have discussed just to clear your concepts, and that similar problem you can try at home. But this kind of problem that I will going to show you, that of having a different style of problem that are very much varied from each other, that is not very usual problem that you will find. So that needs your in-depth concept. So be alert when I am explaining something, so that will definitely give you extra words to solve simpler problem, whatever it is will face in your academic lessons. Okay. So be concentrated. So the problem 31, two friends A and B leave city P and Q simultaneously. And travel towards Q and P at constant speed, they meet at point in between and they proceed to their respective destination. Destinations in 54 and 24 minutes respectively. How long we take to go to P? Okay. So solution: two friends A and B leave city P and Q. Let's say this is city P, this is Q. One friend leaving from A, a friend A leaving from P, other B leaving from Q simultaneously. That means they have started from same point. Okay, towards the other destination, means A will reach to B's initial position, B will reach to A's initial position simultaneously, and travel towards Q and P. That means A is moving to Q, B is moving to P. Okay, fine. At constant speed. So let speed of A be A, and that speed of B be B. I'm keeping it simple so that it will be easy to recognize. Constant speed, they meet at a point. Let's say they are meeting at point. This point I am naming at PQR. Let's say point between okay. So now this having some distance, so I am keeping the distance in their own name, PR. This point is P, this point is R. So this distance is PR. For A, when it is traveling from this speed I have already assumed, and between and proceed their respective distance. Okay, so once they will reach this point, the point of meet, they will again proceed in their own direction and reach the opposite corner. So for the first case, when they meet, so before they meet, the distance they traveled is for A. For A, this is the distance PR is equal to, I'm assuming that at T time they will meet at after T time. So that is speed into T. This will be the case. And for B, this will be the QR is equal to speed of B into the time T, because as they are meeting at one point, so the time taken to cover this by A, this by B will be the same. The time will be the same. So this is your first set of equation. For the next set of equation, when after meeting B will start moving this, so B will cover this much. So what they say, and they proceed to their respective destination in this and this. So the respective means the hierarchy that is maintained from the first line. So hierarchy A is first, B is second. So the respective means this is the time taken by A to reach this distance, and this is the time taken by B to reach this distance. So again for A, I will write for the second part of the journey, QR. This time this is will be A traveling. So A speed is A, and the time is 54, because A is taking 54. This is your third equation, and PR is equal to what? Will be the speed of B, because B is covering this distance now, into 24. This will be your fourth equation. Okay, so now this PR, this is PR. So we can say this PR and this PR are same. So we can write from 1 and 4, A into T, 1 and 4. A into T is equal to 24B. This is your fifth equation. And from 2 and 3, what is that? BT, because QR should be same, BT is equal to 54A. This is your sixth equation. Understood? Fine. Now what we'll do, all I'll rub the ultimate, the equation that I arrived at is 80. I will write it freshly here, 24B, and BT is equal to 54A. Okay, I will rub everything here now. Now your task is to find how long B will take to go. So that B is moving, so I have to calculate the time for B to reach from Q to A. That is the time, how long B will take. So for what I need to calculate the speed of B, or if I can calculate T and the speed of B, then I can calculate, because I know the speed and the time, then the time is needed. So if I need not to calculate the velocity of B. Why? Because this part of the time by the B is already mentioned here, 54. Okay. Now, and what I know, the time taken for this to cover by B. So this time is again is equal to T, because in T time A covered this distance and B covered this distance. So if I able to know the T value, then by adding these two I will get the total time, because only the time is needed. I need not to calculate B or A or the distance, because they only asking for the distance. So okay, fine. So I will multiply these two. So what I will do, I will get AB T square, and here 24 into 54 into AB again. So AB can be cancelled out, saying neither A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0, because those are the values signifying the velocities. If they are actually moving, so this cannot be 0. So in that case, these are the real values. So the real values can be cancelled out both sides. So ultimately T square is equal to 24 into 54. So this can be 4 into 6, 6 into 9. So this is perfect square, this together is perfect square, 3, this is perfect square. So what would be your T then? 2 from this, 6 from this, and 3 from this. So 3, 18, 36. So T is your 36 minute. So as T is taken by B to cover this distance, so total time, or the total time taken by B is equal to how much? 36 plus 54, 54, the time taken by A. So 36 plus 24 taken, because B is covering T time this distance, and the rest of the time is 24. So I have to add 24, not 54. So this will together will give you 60 minutes. So this will be your answer. Understood? Let me tell you, B is moving from Q to P, in between they meet. So initially I assume T is the time to cover A this distance and B this distance. So once I have calculated T, the remaining distance is already said by covered by this minute. So this is not 54, this is actually 24 for B. So 24 plus T I have calculated 36, altogether 60. Understood? (32) A swimming pool is of length 50 meter. A and B enters a 300-meter race, starting simultaneously at one end of the pool at speed 3 meter per second and 5 meter per second. How many times will they meet in opposite direction opposite direction before B completes the race. So, a swimming pool, let's say this is swimming pool, okay, of length 50 meter, this is 50 meter. A and B enters, let's say A and B enters into the swimming pool, enters a 300 meter race. That means this is 50. So how many times they may turn maximum? This is equal to 6 times. Whoever having the higher speed, he may complete 6 times faster than the other. So starting swimming pool at one end of the pool and at speed 3 meter and 5 meter. Now it says that means B is faster. By seeing the speed you can say, so that's why the reference is given by B. When B will complete, that is the maximum possibilities they meet. Once B will reach the terminal after 6 turns, there is no chance of meeting again. So they are taken when B will end up the race. The first, so the B will complete 6 turns first. Okay, fine. Another thing is that now I will write speed of B is equal to 5 meter per second and speed of A is, I am just writing the information so that you can see it once. Okay, so this is not needed, just for understanding. How many times will they meet opposite directions? So there is a chance, as because they are moving starting from same point, there is a chance of meeting in the same direction. But what is the need of that? They has to meet when coming from opposite direction. So from that one we can conclude that they has to be in a lead of one lap at least than other. So that means the who is having the higher speed, he must lead by other at least by one lap, otherwise they cannot face each other in opposite direction. That means A is slower, so A will move, by that time B will move there and will return back, then only they will facing them in opposite direction. So in between there must be a gap of one lap, so that we can conclude. Fine. Now we'll see that is the speed. So time taken by A for a lap. So what is the time? It is 50 meter divided by the A speed, that is equal to 3. It is around, I will leave it or else 16.67, and for B it is equal to 50 by 5, that is equal to 10. Now I will try to understand the situation pictorially. We have started from the terminal is given as AB enters the swim, terminal is not given. Let's say I am taking, this is P terminal, this is Q terminal. So they are starting from P. So for A I am just writing first. What is the condition? P, starting from P going to Q. So at 0 he is in P, at 16.67 he is in Q. Okay, then after returning back to P, at what time? This I am writing in fraction so that it will be very easy to understand. 50 by 3, the lap completing by 50 by 3, because the speed is that. After that it will go 50 by 3, 2 into 50 by 3. Okay, then again moving to Q, at time 50 means 3 into 50 by 3, that means 50. Okay. Now further again to P, I am writing randomly. I don't know up to what extent I have to go, but I am writing. So this is 3 into, I am keeping it as 3, 4 into 50 by 3. Then after again to Q, 5 into 50 by 3. I don't think then after he will able to go for 6th lap, because by that time, or even he goes, so the time taken, let me take it little smaller so that I can accommodate up to the 6th lap. Okay, this is P first, then Q, I write, then P again, then Q again, then P again, then Q again. I am writing the 6th lap because that is the maximum possible lap they can travel. So this is at 0 time, this is 50 by 3, this is 2 into 50 by 3, this is 3 into 50 by 3, this is 4 into 50 by 3, this is 5 into 50 by 3, this is 6 into 50 by 3. Let's say this is the timing they will reach. And if I draw the similar, so this is for A, for B 0 P Q P Q P Q P. Okay, this is 10, this is 20, this is 30, this is 40, this is 50, this is 60. Now you understand, it will be very easy to understand. A is slower, B is faster. So he will complete 1 lap in 10 seconds, then after he will move to the opposite direct Q2P. So possibility is there when their direction is different. So A, when it will travel P to Q, he has to travel Q to P, that is for sure. So let me check, in between 10 and 20, this is in between 10 and 20, this is exactly 16.67. So this is less than 10, less than 20, but more than 10. So in between, before he reaching Q, when he has crossed 10 means Q and moving towards P, he will be still in P and Q, because 16.6 time he is taking to reach Q. So he will be somewhere there when he will be in between this. So there is a chance of meet. So I can write it as the first meet. Okay. Then after 20 gone, so 20 will be there where he will cross Q. So he will be in the way of Q and P between. So this is 16.67. This is what? Just 33 point, how much? 33.33 suppose. Okay. Because 100 by 3, 30.33. So this is 30.33 and 33 will come here. Here itself, not between 20 and 30. 20 and 30 he is moving P and Q. Between 20 and 30 he is where? This is 20 maybe somewhere here and 30 maybe below than in this zone. He will be in this zone. This is 20 means crossing 16.67, moving to 20 here and below 30. So in between, his position will be in between that. So where it is Q to P. Otherwise 20 to 30 he is P to Q, he is Q to P, he is P to Q. So is there any chance of meet? 30 to 20 to 30, that is with that position. A will be here, Q to P. The first meet is there, 10 to yes, first meet. Then 10 to 20 to 30, he will be there in P to Q, he will be Q. So there is a meet between that, this definitely is there. 20 to 30, there will be 20 to 30 in between Q to P is P to Q. There is a chance of meet in between. This is the second meet, or you can write it second meet. This is first meet, this is second meet. Fine. Then after crossing 30 to 40, 30 to 40 he is in Q2P. Okay, and 30 is where? Here. 30 to 40 means it is 50. 30 to 40 he probably crossing 33.5. 33 will be here somewhere, he will be there in somewhere, and 40 is there, and 40, 30 to 40 he will be somewhere, 30 will be in Q2P, but 30 he will be in Q. So there is a they are already made before between Q to P to Q, it will be Q to P. Then after 33 will cross here, he will cross P to Q, means 33.33 to 50, he will be in P to Q. During that 30 to 40, probably he is there, 40 may be somewhere else, and 33 is here, is crossing 33, 30 to 40 is somewhere else, he will be Q to P, he will be in P to Q. So there is a chance of meet here, third time. Okay, in between, because this is less than 50, but it will Q to P is P to Q. So there is a chance of meet in between somewhere, this is third meet. Possible. Then after crossing 40, 40 means this, I am putting assuming here, and this is 40 to 50, he will be in P to Q. So he will be Q to P, that means this is 50 and this is 200, so that is equal to 200 by 3, that means 66.67. so this is crossing, this is 50, so 50 is here, 40 to 50 they have already met here, so this is 50, 50 is crossing this, so it will be in Q to P, so 50 crossing means here Q to P, so there is no chance of meet because he will be Q to P, he also will be Q to P. So below than that third time he has met 40 to 50, 40 means here, 250 means here, 40 to 50 in between, so he will be in P to Q, already they have met once, so there is no chance of meeting again between 40 to 50, already this zone already met, then after once crossing he will not meet again unless he is moving to other lab. So one moving to other lab, he will be Q to P, he is in Q to P, so they are in the same direction, no chance. Then after he already reached, so after this time, even if he is coming, he already reached the destination, means he has completed the 300. So there is only chance of 1, 2, 3 meet. So this answer will be 3 meet. Okay, understood? So let me explain it again. I am just considering their position P to Q, P to means Q to P, P to Q, like that. This is the 6 travels. So what are the time? 0, 50 by 3, 2 into 50 by 3, 3 into 50, like that. He is because the time for one lap is, so one lap is completing after the second lap, so that like, he is completing 10 seconds, so like that. So I am now trying to understand. He is having a higher time, so he will not cross one lap, by that time he will cross one lap and moving to other. Okay, so he will be in the opposite direction between 10 to 20. Okay, so in that there is a one chance of meeting. Now when he will cross to the other lap, that means he is crossing second lap, this is the time when this will be 16.67 to 33.33. So that is the time here. In between he has reached the second, and now after reaching the direction of A will be this way. Now he has reached 10, 20 here, then 20 is moving to 30, so that means there is a chance of meet. Okay, once they have reached 30, by that time he is reaching at 33 there. Okay, now he is completing 30 and moving this way, so he definitely in the same way will not consider, but once he will reach 30, he will move on again. The means B is move on again. By that time 32, this will be the 50 time for A. After 50 he will come back again. Means 33 is coming this way. The second meet already done. Means sit this one. 20 to 30 means this is first 10, this is 20, then moving 30, B will this way, and he will 66 to this way, will meet first time. Okay, then after 33 years reach there, by that time he will reach to 1 to 30 here, he will be 33 here. So after 30 he will move to for 40. By that time he has started moving, so there is a chance of meet second time. This is 33.30 to 50. So by that time he will complete 40, and after 40 he will come back. So he will take 50, then 50 to move to for the 66.6. But he is 40 to 50. So he has moved there after 50. So he will, by that time he will 50. He will move in the same direction. There is no chance of meeting. So then after 66, so after 50, this will be the 60 will move. By that time he will move from 33, then again here 50 to 66 point. By that time he has completed 50 here, then we will move this side. So there is a chance of third meet here. Then after he will B already crossed 50, then during 60 he has made. So once he will complete 60, there is no chance of further meeting because that time is over for 300 meter. Understood? Now this problem I will solve it in other way. If it is very tough for you to understand, this kind of problem I also solved in earlier cases. How? This I am writing it again, means I will not write the distance is P to Q and A is they are moving in the same direction. Okay, now this lap of 50 meter, so whenever they will meet, there is chance of meeting in the same direction and opposite direction. Now if I say they are meet for any lap, meet at L1 for A, let's say A from this side and from B, where B is faster, no? Yes, B is L2. So this could be the condition for any lap when they will meet. What is the condition? L1 plus L2 is equal to 50 when they will meet from opposite direction, when the distance is considered from the opposite end. And by that time they might have crossed few laps. I am considering that A has covered N1 lap. So N1 lap, the distance will be 50 into N1 plus this I am considering for A, suppose L1. So L1 that this is for L2 I am considering. This is for time. This for A, time taken for any particular lap up to L1 fraction, means after completing lap he is moving some distance, so that maybe the fraction is L1, and as because the speed is 3, this is the time taken, and for B is equal to number of lap N2 I am keeping, and the fraction that gone after the lap by the speed, it will be the time. And if these times are same, they definitely will meet, because what is the condition for their meeting? The time should be same. So if I equalize this, 50 into N1 plus L1 by 3 is equal to 50 into L2 plus N2 into L2 by 5. Now 2-3 admission from my side is that N1 minus N2 at least has to be 1, because that must be of odd lap, because once they have started from same point, unless and until one has lead by a lap, they will not meet in opposite direction. So the lap distance between the two must be at least 1. That cannot be odd, cannot be even, because even lap they will be facing in the same direction. If they complete all even and their difference is 2, so that means they are facing in the same direction. Unless the difference of the lap is odd, they will not meet in opposite direction. They have started from there. First lap he is not completing, he is completing and coming back. So there is a difference of 1. Let's say this is still moving and he has reached there and coming back. So he has completed 2 laps. So between this, how much lap distance is 2? So if it is even distance, even gap between the laps, they will meet in the same direction. So for opposite direction, at least that has to be of 1, and or else it could be a odd difference. First addition. Second addition, if I say this is 1, so if I say n1 is equal to n, for this I have taken for A, so n2 must be added by 1, fine, and L1 L2 is equal to 50. So if I put this 50 into n plus L1 by 3, that is equal to 50 into n plus 1 plus L2 is equal by 5. Okay, now this I am going mathematically, that will satisfy also logically. Now I will simplify the equation. This is equal to 250 n plus 5 of n1 L1. This is equal to 150 n plus 1 in plus 3 L2. Fine. Okay, I need this equation because L1, when they are meeting from opposite, L1 and L2 will be 0. So now I will simplify this. This is equal to 150. This is, so 5 L1 minus 3 L2. If I simplify, that will be equal to 150 and 250. That means 100 n. This will be the equation. Now I will put L2 is equal to L1 minus 3 into 50 minus L1, that is equal to 150 minus 100 n. So this will be 150, this will be 8 L1 minus plus 3 8 L1, 150 will go that side. So 300 minus 100 n. Now see, n can be what? N can be 0, because n is the minimum lap I have taken for A. A is slower, so I am taking n is equal to 0. That means for first lap, when B will be n plus 1, this is 0 plus 1 is 1. So if I put this value, this is real situation. So n 8L1 is equal to 300 minus 100 into 0. So that means 300. So L1 is what? Is equal to 837 point this much meter. So this is real value. This is less than 50. So this can be taken as a solution. So they can meet for once here. Now I will use this equation again and again. Okay. So 8L1 is equal to, ultimate equation 8L1 is equal to 300 minus 100 n. Now this is one condition. Second condition, if I take n is equal to 1, so that means B has covered 1 lap, so A has covered 1 lap, so B has covered 1 plus 1 means 2 lap. That is also possible. In this case, they will meet opposite direction. Is that giving the real solution? Now 8L1, this case will be 300 minus n is equal to 1. So 300 minus 100 is equal to 200. So that is equal to 8. L1 is equal to how much? 25. So this is again less than 50. So this is well taken. Second meet. If I take the third, when n is equal to 2, n means A has completed second lap, so B will complete n plus 1. So that means third lap. So in this case, 8L1 is equal to 300 minus, if I put 2 here, 200, that will give you 100. So L1 is equal to 12.5. So this is again real value within 50, can be accepted. So 3 times already done. Now let's move to the fourth case. Fourth case is what? N is equal to, I have taken up to 2, 3. So 8L1 is equal to 300 minus 300. So that will give you 0. Means L1 is equal to 0. What is that situation? Now I will see it. Now N is equal to 3 means A has completed 3 lap, B has completed 4 lap. So they have started from here. A has completed, this is the terminal P and Q, and L1 is the fraction that B will move after the complete travel. So A is moving 1 lap, 1 lap, 2 lap, 3 lap. Then after L1 is equal to 0, that means he will reach at Q. Okay. And what about B? Is covering 4 lap, 1 lap, 2 lap, 3 lap, 4 lap. Okay, 4 lap completed. Then after, what is the L2 value? If L1 is 0, L2 is 50, that means he is covering again 1 lap. So where they are right now? In this terminal. So in this terminal they are not in the opposite direction, they are in same location. Then after they will move to where? This direction. So they will not be in opposite direction. So this is the situation, this cannot be accepted. So the real value up to 2 means N is equal to 0, N is equal to 1 and N is equal to 2 will give the value where we will get real value for which they will meet. So at most they will meet for 3 times, not more than 3 times. That this way also it has been proved. Okay. If the earlier one is very tough for you to understand, try to understand this way. Also you can say that lap time for B is 10 seconds, A is equal to 16.67. If I make it as a tabular form to make you understand how this is the second position of A and position of B for reference. What we can say, 0 second position of A is at P, because I am taking P and Q. Position B is also at Q. 10 second position of A is in between P and Q. This B is in Q. 20 second, this will be 20 second. That means I have to take a range 0 to 10 second. It is in between P and Q, and this will be in between P and Q. When P and Q, you can say this is also in P and Q, because at 10 he will reach. So 10 to 20, if I take the range, this will be at 16 seconds, or rather it is 16.6. I will break it in this way, 10 to 16.67. Okay, A will be where? You will be in P by Q, P in Q, but B will be, he is crossing Q, so you will be in Q, P. So meet here, it is possible, we'll tick it. Now 60, I will break it according to the lap size to 20. Between this 16.6 to 20, A will be between Q and P, isn't it? And between 16.62, this also have to be in QVP, because at 20 he will reach P again. Understood? B will reach P again at 20. 10 he has reached P to Q, then Q to P will reach at 20. So in between they will be, so there is no chance of meet. There is also no chance of meet. It will be meet. This is not considered to be. So 20 to 30 I am considering, because the higher of this will be 33. So in between this lag is coming. 20 to 30, he will be in, he at 20 is reaching P. So then P to Q, isn't it? But 2030, where is, he will reach 16.7 at Q, at Q to P. So in between also, before 33.33 you will still be in Q by P, isn't it? In 20 to 30 he will be still in QVP, but he will cross P and moving towards Q. So there is a chance of meet. Okay. Now after this there is 2 meet, 1, 2. So remember this. Then after I will this 2 meet. Then after I will change the time. How the time will change? The first is will be 30 to 33.33. This will be, because 33 will be meeting P to Q, then Q to P in 16 is 16.66, P to Q 33.33. So in between he is moving, so Q by P, Q and B, in between that, and B will be P to Q 10, Q to P 20, P to Q 30. So in 30 he will reach Q. So for Q to P again 40. So he will be in Q to P. So no meet. Then after 33.33 to 40, the next one. So he has reached 33 in P. Then after 33 P to Q, he will be there, P to Q, 30 to 40, and 40 he has reached P. So this will be P to Q again. He will move P to Q in between 33 to 40. 40 has reached there. So no, Q to P, sorry. Q to P. He will be there, because 40 he will reach P. So 33 to 40 he will be QVP. So there is a chance of meet. This is the third meet. Then after 42, the next jump for him will be 50. So before that this term also to be true for A. So 40 to 50 he will be in P by Q, because 50 will reach. So he will be P to Q. What about him? 33 has reached there. 33 to 50 he will be in P to Q. 50 will reach Q, will be P to Q. So there is no chance of meet. Then 50 to 60, 50 to 60, 50 to 60, 50 to 60 Q to P. 60 will reach P. So it will be Q to P. And what about him? He has reached Q in 50, then 50 to 60 he will be in QP. So there is no chance of meet. Okay. Then this is over. So 60 means how many terms he has moved? 60 second. So first second 10 into 60 second moves 50 meter, moving in 10 seconds. So in 60 second he will move how much? 300 meter he also already moved. In 10 seconds 1 lap. In 60 seconds with 6 laps, 6 into 50, already 300. So after that there is no question of traveling, because ultimately he has ultimate destination by that time only 3 times. So this is also a procedure of solving this. You can calculate the lap time and you can put it in tabular form, and you can calculate this way. So these are the 3 methods by which you can solve this problem. Understood? So here I have leave this class because we have taken too much time. It's very lengthy. Try to focus on my solution. You will be able to understand, because I have tried too many ways to understand, because this kind of problem is very much means learning for you to understand the concept very well. Unless and until you have a concept, logical concept, you will not able to solve this kind of problem. So that will also help you to solve the easier problem rather than solving the very critical problem. So that's why my intention is to give you some extra bit of means what I can say, the concept, so that you will be able to solve the easier problem. Okay, so thank you for now. I will move on to the number 33 in the next class.